Is it clear? Now, let's look at our focus this evening. The likeness of God is what I want us to look at. Let's go to John chapter 15. John chapter 15. Remember I said that the likeness of God has 4 components. The first one is fruitfulness. It's to be fruitful. When you are not fruitful, you don't have his likeness. When you lack fruitfulness, you don't have his likeness. When you don't yet multiply, when you are not multiplying, you don't have his likeness. So these are different stages of the likeness of God. And you saw from what the prophet said, he said, after you've done one, you do the other one. When you have done with fruitfulness, you now go to what? Multiplication. When you're done with multiplication, you now go to what? Replenishing. And I need you to know the word replenish in the Hebrew, where it was gotten from, it means to fill. It doesn't mean to fill again. Because when you see that word replenish, some of those guys who believe there was a civilization before Genesis, or between Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, will tell you that the reason the scripture used replenish was because it was to fill up what was there before. But the truth is that in the Hebrew, that word replenish means to what? Fill. That's why if you look at some translation, they just use the word fill. Multiply, be fruitful and multiply and fill. It doesn't mean to refill. It just means to fill the earth. So the 3 components is: number 1, be fruitful; number 2, multiply; number 3, replenish. That is to fill. Then number 4 is to what? Subdue. If you notice, it said be fruitful and multiply. Number 3, it said replenish the earth. That is to fill the earth. And then subdue the earth. So the first one doesn't mean to make the earth fruitful. No, he said you be fruitful. Are you getting the point? You as a person be fruitful, produce fruits. Then number 2, multiply. That is, make somebody else fruitful. That's what it means to multiply. Produce somebody like yourself. Then when you have done that, you are now able to fill the earth. Then you now subdue the earth. This is what makes you have the likeness of God. But you must be fruitful. A lot of us lack fruitfulness. We are just dormant. You may be born again, but you are not fruitful. John chapter 15. We need to be fruitful.